Okay, so we've only got one portfolio review today. I was telling some of the guys that, but now there's some more people in chat. So one portfolio review. It's a pretty small portfolio right now, so it should go by pretty quick. Then we will look into the Discord challenges that are for this month, and then we'll get into the Discord critiques. Cool. Hey guys, hello. Hey, is my voice okay? Because the mic is a little bit lower from where it usually is. Usually it's like right up on my face. We all good with that? Oh man, 2 months in a row. What's up, dude? Thanks a lot. Thanks for the retweet as well. Okay. So this guy goes by 9 Title on the Discord. If you feel like messaging in him. Right now it looks like three scenes. First off, I will say, nice job on making Artstation. I've been getting some like questions about like if you should just make an Artstation or if you should have a website, and if not just Artstation, what should you do? I mean, when it comes down to it, just use Artstation, because everyone's going to say a company opens a application, like a spot, everyone applies, you get like 100 people applying to a spot, and they're reviewing portfolios. It's going to be much easier on the person reviewing portfolios if they just are going Artstation to Artstation to Artstation. They'll understand the layout, they'll understand the format, they'll know what they're looking at, and they can just get right into like looking at your stuff. So don't worry about trying to make yourself unique through your website. Make yourself unique through your content. Hi, Reeds. My name, lol. Anyways, so nice. Let's dig through these. So one thing I would suggest is making these interactive videos or interactive meshes, these real-time viewers at the end, and then putting some renders at the beginning. I would even put these flat textures maybe behind the render, depending on like how much flat textures there are. But there's a ton of there's a ton of these renders, right? So you could just like whoops. There's like all these renders could be compiled into one image. Like you could show the right side of the sheath and the left side in the same render, you know what I mean? And then have the blade out below it. The era of websites, making your own websites over. So as far as artists and professionalism go, I think so. It's just why burn time trying to make a website when you can just burn that time trying to get better at your trade, right? That and Artstation's pushing really hard to make it easy for us to show our stuff off. Okay, so let's look at the... Man, I always get weirded out by the way that Marmoset displays his stuff, but it's kind of... Right now I'm not getting a metal feel from this. Like your metalness doesn't feel right. Or your... What is it? The gloss reflectivity. Albedo for the metal looks pretty good. But yeah, this doesn't really read like metal to me right now. Then the other thing is the way these are wrapped, they feel flat. So it's like these don't have a thickness to them. Like you're expecting like some bumps here, or even in the normal to have that kind of curve. But they actually look like they're more inset, which is pretty interesting. You're going to want it to feel like it's wrapped around. And then like adding more character to your props is always going to be really important. So like, you know, when they do a leather wrap on these, sometimes they'll run like a strip of leather down the side on the inside, and then it like hangs out and there's a little tie and maybe like the person's name on it or someone they care about is on there, which is kind of weird when you think about it. But there's some type of personality to the item, and then this is wrapped over that strip. So then you actually get the under information under the leather, like kind of coming through in the normal, I guess is where you would see it the most. The only other thing I would say is right now this doesn't really have like a normal, like a detail normal that's telling me that that's leather up close. It's very, very smooth. So you're going to want to watch out for that. Oh, that's interesting because we can look in there. I'm curious what that's about. Just because. Why not? Dynamesh, what's up, man? Convicts. Have you ever modeled guns? No, I have not. Well, maybe I tried a long time ago. I mean, I've been doing 3D for like since 2005 or something like that. But I'm strictly in environment art world. So welcome to the stream, by the way. How you doing, Dynamesh? This is also a really interesting format for the texture. Like, I'm not sure why it's not square. And you've got, oh, I see. You've got the sheath as another texture. On to the next one, the Banker desk lamp. This lamp is actually really cool. I like these lamps. I think we looked at it before. Quilly, dude, 5 months. Oh, 5 months. Thanks, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Dude, nice art dump, by the way. So we looked at this one before, and I just wanted to like restate some stuff. Like you could add a little extra geometry here just so you're not getting that like stepping that you're seeing. Don't worry about the poly count going a little higher than it should. And like you can see the stepping down here too. Just add polys around there. Commit to the geometry. You can see it down here as well. And then this bulb could totally be rounded. And then the other thing is just for visual interest, like I'll turn this on. So just for visual interest, oh, this is nice with some of the detail and stuff going on there. To have the little like pull cord, the little metal beaded cord to pull on to turn the light on and off, just because silhouette wise, it looks more interesting and also makes it asymmetrical. So like from this view, it's not symmetrical. You have like just that piece hanging down here. And the glass, I mean, if this light's on, we need some subs, like you need to see that the light is on through here. Get some nice glow going on. Oops. When it comes to the textures, this all looks pretty standard. Yeah. Yeah, it needs that extra level of detail. Like the wire, the light coming through the glass, and not like even either. You want like a gradation, right? Oh, thanks guys. Yeah, Dynamesh, there's a Discord. If I go here, so here's the Discord, right? Here's Ben. He's the guy who just resubbed for 5 months. Quilly Willy. Should follow him on Artstation. His stuff's like crazy good. So when you join, you get all your information from announcements, and then stream critiques are going to go here. If you want critiques in general, they're going to go in, where are we at? Blah, art related. You just post it in there. But if you want it critiqued on stream, drop it into this channel. Yeah. Let me look at the maps on this real quick here. So got like gloss, reflectivity. Albedo. Yes, yes. So the reflectivity, that color is what's kind of coming through in this view, because over here, the albedo-wise, it's not really all that colored. And gloss is just kind of how like rough or glossy the surface is. Reflectivity is just the color that's being reflected back through the gloss values. Phone. I like phone. So this phone's pretty cool. It looks pretty low poly though. Like I would I mean the wires here are pretty detailed, which is nice. But like I would totally model these inward and maybe even make this plate separate so that like these are further back. Right? So you get some nice lighting information and some lighting play across the surface. Other things I would mention are things like this edge here is really sharp. You be careful about stuff like that just because it ends up making it look lower poly than it should. Man, this phone's interesting. And then like defining your materials a little bit more. This material is looking pretty cool. I would like to see some dirtiness of like being overused, like it's in your hand. I feel like we're in the Matrix with this phone, dude. Operator, find me an exit. 1656. I wonder if there's relevance to that number. 1930s telephone. Old detective scene. I like that you've put it on a piece of wood material. That's cool. The wood material definitely needs information in it. Like I need to see like the grain, a little bit in the normal map, but mainly in the roughness, just so that you get some material play going on in that. Everything's part of the presentation, right? So, and this is also a really good example of like when I would use, what do you call it? This color, so this whole area here, the whole dark area could just be a tileable, right? And then you would have essentially unlimited resolution because you could tile it as much as you want. Then that 0 to 1 is only really used for the normal map information and any roughness variation you want. But the tileable will have its own roughness and its own albedo. And then the rest is just kind of up to the 0 to 1 to kind of mess with the values to shift them around a bit. I don't think you can do that in Marmoset, but yeah. This thing is modeled in, but I would add more geometry to round that out. It looks like you're just right on the edge of not enough, like right on the edge of enough geometry. Like you're almost there, but you're cutting it just low enough where like you can start to see the faces, or the edges rather. Like visually, this would be pretty interesting if these caps were actually sticking out just a little further. Like if this came out like this. Yeah, it's just kind of pushing those elements and getting some more value out of your geo. So you want to be a props artist. This stuff is more weapons type stuff, but these guys are props. Probably the best way to approach becoming a props artist is to kind of like Reed's portfolios, like build 2 scenes, 2 to 3 scenes. Start with 1 scene. Don't worry about the fact that you need like 2 to 3. Just build 1 scene that you find really interesting. Like these 2 props could actually be in the same scene, right? Maybe you should make a detective's office, old detective scene. So you say old detective scene. I'm like, where's that at? You must have that somewhere and you're just not posting it, right? Maybe because it's older, hence old detective scene. I would totally just build props to fill out that scene, and then you'll have. You could put the knife in the same scene as well, Blue. How you doing, man? Yeah, so like taking that and building a scene that has all of that will show your ability for composition. It'll show your abilities for lighting, unified props, and all that jazz. Blue, you're verified. Interesting. Missing the industry. What? Karim, what's up, man? Knife carrying detective. Yeah, he could have it on his desk, you know, and on top of all of his paperwork. It could be cool. Anywho, start a scene. Get some props together and make it the hotness. You're no one special, just verified. I want to get verified. How do I do that? That sounds fancy. Where'd you used to work? It's your birthday stream. Oh, snap. Dude, happy birthday. You guys spam some love in chat for the birthday. Okay. We're going to switch over. I'm going to talk about the Discord. OU. I just saw Quilly's message. We're going to move over to the challenges that are in the Discord for this month. I think I'll bring that up every time on the Thursday of the beginning of each challenge. So it'll be pretty good. Something to talk about as well. All right. I'll be right back.